Hello and welcome back to the Virtual Y. My name is Mike, and this is 45 minutes of yoga. We're going to do all the things today. Be propped up if you have things handy. You never know. And sometimes, you may hear me say, try the prop, and you're like, I don't know about that. I don't need it. But maybe you want to try it, and you'll find that it is right for you. So things like blocks, blankets, and straps. Let's begin by unplugging from your life and plugging into you. Do that by sitting in a nice grounded way and with a sense of alertness. And then deepen your breath a little bit. The inhale and the exhale are both a little bit deeper and they are equal. So pay some attention to equalizing the depth, time. And it's this breath, it's an actual thing in yoga. It's called samavriti, 1-to-1, balanced breathing. It's what you want to learn to come back to throughout the entire practice. Anchor to the present. So make sure you're giving a nice deep breath here because I want to do a breath pattern that deepens it one notch further. So wherever you're at in your breath cycle, I'll have you exhale fully. And then we're going to inhale a third of your breath at your belly and pause. Inhale another third about the chest and pause. Then inflate the rest of the way. And then give me a long, long, long exhale. This is called dirga. Dirga means long. We'll do it again. Inhale a third at the belly so you have time to figure it out. A third at the heart, chest. A third the rest of the way. Long exhale. Try it again. If it's new, it can take a couple rounds to kind of figure out the rhythm. A third, okay? Long exhale. And maybe you notice, now just resume standard breathing. Maybe you notice that when we increase our inhales, we're adding energy in a really kind of nice, not crazy way. Let's come on to all fours. It's a good place to start. We're going to do some thread the needles. Inhale, look at your right elbow and do a few flows, thread through. And I really encourage you to move with the breath. Exhale that you just were so diligent about establishing. Okay. Inhale up, exhale through. And we're gonna hold one as well. So go ahead, hold that down if you can. Drop the shoulder, extend the other arm. And while you're here, move your hips in small ways and feel extra stretch behind the shoulder, in the ribs. Don't have to just be there, especially in the beginning. Let's come up, especially in the beginning. We're warming joints. Let's look at left elbow and exhale, come through. And then do that like 3 more times. Good. Inhaling, look up. Exhale through. At the end of your 4th one, go ahead and put that down again and just extend. Some people like to put the arm behind them. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you don't feel like you're crashing on your neck, straining the neck, okay? I don't know. I prefer to stay grounded so I can move my hips a little bit. Okay, come back on up to all fours. We're just gonna do some simple balance, opposite balances. Take your right leg out. And when you do this, feel the heaviness. We're defying gravity, press away, okay? And then same thing here. Really reach and lift. Exhale, put it down. So let's try the other one. Again, you feel your heaviness, you feel gravity. We're about resisting, okay? Let's go ahead. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale. Establishing balance through the whole thing. Where do you need strength throughout the body for this? I want to do one more round. Good for back strength. Nice. And then we're gonna do, come forward into plank for me. Just a simple plank. Your hands are under your shoulders. Draw the shoulders back. And be heavy in the hips and then strong in your middle. Nice and long through that plank. Take an inhale here and then touch your chin and chest down. Nice. And then come to the floor and give me a cobra. Let's just do some figure eights in cobra. This is helping to warm us up for our sun salutation. Go the other direction. I like to warm up the triceps during this. Okay, let's inhale again. Press back to down dog. You're gonna draw your belly back, yeah? Oh, I should say childs. I said down dog, didn't I? Come forward. Plank, touch your chin and chest. It's a lower series. Inhale, little lift. Press back to child's pose. What a lot of teachers will call a vinyasa. Come forward here. Exhale, chin and chest. Inhale through. Come to child's and begin to tuck your toes because I would like to move into down dog. Make a good hand print. Press. When I do this, I'm pressing my hips away and my belly draws up, okay? Then find the ideal placement. Walk your dog, warm it up. Keep the hands firm. We tend to favor, I know I have, sort of some repetitive strain issues in one hand, and so I tend to favor. I have to remind myself to try to be even in what I'm pressing, okay? Inhale, nice lift, maybe up onto your heels, exhale. Just have a moment of stillness in your down dog too. Good. Walk your hands back to your feet for a moment. And then just establish some nice weight in the feet. Have a sway. Anything that's still bothering you, you're going to cast it off. And then have a nice centered fold. And I know you may be feeling a little cold yet, but put more weight in the front of your feet. And you're going to feel that weight helps you stretch more on the back side. Okay, bend your knees, hands on thighs maybe. Rise. Let's bring that all up overhead. And come to the top. Maybe you want the top of the mat. I'm going to stay here for now. We're going to do Tadaka Mudra. You clasp your hands and flip them on up. Nice full body stretch. So when you're doing this, you're pressing in your feet down and your other feet up, right? And then just let that go. Clasp. Inhale, flip up. And exhale, just make a nice circle. A couple more. Exhale. Good shoulder warm up. Let's hold this one up. Hold up, lift your heart along with it. Make sure your core is on. And then if you want, a little gaze up. Again, doesn't have to be a big back bend. We're just getting started. All right, let's bring that back down. I'm gonna do a few chair things in chair. So start by just giving me a few sits. They can be very light, a little flow here. Sit your booty back. Just a lot of times people let the knees go way out. Try to sit back as if you're actually gonna sit. I was like tipping myself. Okay, overcompensation. And then if you want, you can also root down. Give me one, a lift and a balance here. We're going to be using this sort of knee lift in our balance later on. Good. All right, let's just stand up. And I want to just do a different chair flow here. You're going to inhale and twist over to the right side as you sit. Okay, then bring that up. And then to the left side. So feel your lightness standing up. Heaviness coming down. Good. Exhale. One more round. This will have us in good standing for our sun salutations. Inhale. Let's just come back to mountain pose. And at the top of the mat if you're not. And we're just going to do the classic salute today. Inhale. Raising the arms up overhead. And first round is always a learning round. Just be tall here. Really reach out of your shoulders. Why not? Okay. Bend your knees if you need to. Come on down, forward fold. The classic salute is all about fold, back bend, fold, back bend. So when you inhale here, you want to think about back bend. You want to look ahead a little bit, not craning, look ahead. Then you're going to lunge your right foot back and put the knee down. And the reason for that is when I have the knee down, again, I can come forward and use my back strength, okay? Press to down dog. So there's our forward fold. Now, inhale forward to a plank, and then touch your knees, chin and chest. This is the classic, basically, salute. Inhale, come through a cobra, back bend. Tuck the toes, exhale to down dog. Forward bend. All right. Inhale, maybe swing the right foot back, and exhale, lunge that right foot through again. Then in this one, again, I keep the knee down. Inhale, looking forward. With care, stepping to the top, forward fold. Again, we'll half lift and forward fold again. So deeper each time. Let's stand up, all right, into a tiny back bend. And then bring those hands down to heart center. Again, inhale. Tiny back bend, exhale. And then we're in a forward bend. Halfway lift. Look ahead, forward fold. Left leg steps back, inhale, you can have the knee down. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Now you could be on your knees for sure, but then knees, chin, and chest, let's come down. Inhale, come through cobra or up dog. Exhale, come to down dog. Inhale, swing that left leg back. And exhale, lunge it through. Inhale, look through. Step to the top. Forward fold. Again, halfway lift here. Forward fold. Let's stand up. And hands to heart center. I'm going to do one more round, so absorb yourself. Back bend, inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Again, the right leg will step back. Inhale, look forward. Come back to down dog. Press. Forward to plank. Knees, chin and chest. Inhale, surge through cobra. Exhale to down dog. Swing the right heel back, inhale. And exhale, lunge it through. Inhale, look. Step to the top, maybe a little spring there. Half lift. And you're still, you're marrying your breath to this, yeah, even though I'm not saying each one. Come on up. And down to heart center. Take a pause here. I have this sort of, I don't know if it's an awful urge to make people pause after that and feel the rising energy. So you just got done with all that and you're like, let's go. That's good. I don't know. I like the mindful movement of being like, feel it. Okay. We're going to start with a little step back flow. You're going to inhale, step your right foot straight back, and exhale, just back in. It's a little bouncy. You want to maintain, almost like you're, skiing, your ski lanes. Step back. Good. One more round. And then I want you to pause when the right leg is back. Right leg is back so that we can have a proper lunge Anjaneyasana. So you're going to go back as far as you want and as deep. Stable at center. On up if you prefer. Okay. Always assess how you're doing in the current moment and whether you want to go for something, whether you need heat or whether you need some kindness and you want to go lighter. Oh my goodness. Okay, you are going to plant that back heel. We're going to do a version of Humble Warrior. So bend. The lightest version of Humble Warrior is hang out on the leg, it's coming forward a lot. You might even take that front foot a little wide, the feet a little wide. Another way to do this is to bind behind you. Simplest bind is with the arms, and place that on the leg. You can also come down, further inside. If you need to, it could also be down here, supported with a block. I'm really just putting a lot of weight forward, using a lot of back strength, one way or the other, okay? Surge forward. Press into your front foot. Inhale with your heart up, and then exhale. Whoo, let that go. Nice. And we're gonna have a triangle as well. So I'm sorry, I'm facing away from you. Let's go ahead, extend the arms. I can fix that, right? Extend the arms. Reach so you can't reach no more. Let the bottom hand set. Let the top hand set. Let's look at two things. I want your inseams to be electrified. And I want your outseams here to be equal. Okay, think about that. If I measured the seams on the outside of your shirt, would they be the same, or would one be longer? Same, okay? Have you returned to your smooth breathing? Okay, we're gonna go ahead, come on up. I wanna come on up, and you might want your block for what's next. Revolve triangle. I kind of like to do a few test runs here, because you're gonna put that block under your shoulder, and I can feel when I do this that my foot wants to move a little bit, so it moves. Put it on down, extend first, and then turn any amount. Try to press firmly into both feet. Now we can try to use good oblique strength to come out of this. Again, maybe a little bend and then windmill out. Whew, that can be a little dizzying too. And just kind of let it go for a sec, all right? And we are going to, I'm gonna come back here. Step back to the top. We're gonna do all of that again. So inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, step in. Go in your pace. Inhale back. Really only in sun salutations are we synchronized. Everything else, you follow your breath. Now, next time your left leg is back, let's hold it back. 2 ski lanes, okay? Down, find your lunge. Okay. Further down, more energy, lighter. Woo! All right, ground your hands. Let's put that back, heel down. You might want those feet a little wider on the mat. Then, your humble warrior can be something simple, lightning, okay? Deeper, 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 or with the bind, coming forward. There are bigger versions of this. I'm just kind of keeping it simple today. Bigger versions go fully inside the body, inside the leg, and deeper down. Lead with your heart up, press. Okay, nice. And let that go. Have a moment to reset. On out for triangle. Reach so you can't reach anymore. Only a little bend here. Set your bottom hand, set your top hand. So in class, the tendency is that when I reach, I also bend. That's a different pose. It's not wrong, it's just a different pose. Triangle. Energize your triangle legs, your sides. Good, let's come on up. And again, I want to use this. Do a few test throws right here. Notice how your body needs to change to do this revolving. Out here, and then land your hand under your shoulder. Both heels should be grounded. Turn away. Good, let's use your side strength. Windmill out. Good, let it go. And go ahead, step into center. Get your wits about you. We want to have a nice dedicated balance here. And we're gonna ground into our right foot. And let's start by putting this together. Inhale that knee up. You were doing that earlier. If you want, you could even give a good extend. Now cross that ankle over your knee and see if you can sit. This is standing pigeon. Do what helps. Look at literally the ground. I would say for me, the best thing is if you can look at a natural horizon line that's far off. Go out with as much care as you went in. All right. Maybe some ankle relief. And a nice cleansing breath. You know, every once in a while we kind of need to do something, a little preliminary, a bridge in our breath. We're just gonna go right to the other side. Okay. Ground, left. Pick the knee up. Only move on with assuredness. Cross, sit. Ground your vision. Equal care. Nice. All right. As we prepare to come to the floor, I'm gonna do a low squat. If you can't go all the way down, do something like this. Just get some stretch happening. If you can drop, go ahead. Heels wide. Hands together. Namaskara mudra, one of the names for this mudra, you recognize that word a little bit. Namaste, namaskar. When people say namaste, they usually will take this. In other parts of India, they will say namaskar as well. The root of that word means to bow. It's a daily greeting. Kind of as simple as it is. All right. I'd like to do a little bit of legs up. If you're at a wall, you can totally do it at the wall, but we're gonna come back and you could do it on anything. You know, I've got various things here. I usually default to a block because it gets me the highest up. Even if you did this at the wall, I like to lift the hips. Gives you a little bit more upside downedness. Okay, but start by coming back. And you can choose your height, but be discerning. All right, come on up. Find the right spot and the right height and the right material, and then float. So if floating the legs up in the air like this doesn't really work, that's why maybe the wall is a better option. Sometimes we'll do this. Going upside down is nice to do also at the end of class. You know, that could be a nice option for you if you want to do your Shavasana sometimes with legs up. You can just do that. But feel the reverse forces here. Feel extra heaviness in the chest and head and welcome that as a calming thing, this heaviness. And then I can feel the circulatory system doing a little different kind of work to push, through the legs and feet. Different gravity. Nice. So the legs instead of the spine become the blades of grass a little bit. All right, love that. Let's put the feet down, going upside down. Really nice literal reversal. Take a moment here to counter easily. Knees in, nice hug. Before we do a little bit of back work, all right. All right. If you want to just give a little bit of a rock up, we are going to go onto our fronts. Step on back. And I want to do a plank. So let's review. Your easiest plank is going to be hands and knees. We did this in warm up. Harder, of course, hands and feet. A little harder than hands and knees is elbows and knees, but see how low to the ground my hips are because I want the back long. So sometimes we're here and you're using a little strength, but you're going to use the max strength when the torso is straightest. All right. Today, I'm sort of taking care of a little twinge in my back, so I'm just keeping it simple. Draw the belly button up. Decent number of breaths in plank. Okay, and then we're going to maybe just come back for a moment before coming onto the belly. And here, I just want to do simple a locust today. Draw your hands back towards your waist, surge through, pull on your hands. You see that? As I pulled, it came in. Also, wrap your shoulders and arms. Long in the legs. Then if you want to, you can elevate that. More legs. Give me 2 more breaths. Good. You have an option, press child's or down dog. If you want to kind of keep energy rolling, have your rest in down dog. Otherwise, child's pose, surrender. If in child's pose, you can't touch your forehead, you do want to be grounded in the head. So just maybe put a fist under. Okay, come on up. Bring your knees more or less together. We're going to stand on the knees and do a thunderbolt flow. So inhale, rise up. When you exhale, grab your right wrist, bow forward, and look right. Inhale, gather. Exhale, grab your left wrist, look left. One more round, nice and slow. Right wrist, look right. And left. And then just go ahead and let that be. We're gonna move on to some twists. Let's do our standard Lord of the Fishes here. Sit, swing around. Bend your right leg. We're gonna do some extra fun stuff with this today. I'm gonna keep this more simple though. Let's stay with the leg straight, maybe cross. Right arm goes back. Sit tall, even if you're leaning back. So tall doesn't have to mean, FYI, it doesn't have to mean here. Tall can mean that, All right, and then give a nice hug. Lean back from the heart and twist gently. Look back. All right, and then I'm gonna do one extra thing here. If you can, take your first two left fingers and grab that, well actually, fold this one under, and then take and extend, grab the toe, big toe, and then just swing the hammock. All right, let's put that down. Return to center. Practice a nice staff pose. Great for body awareness and posture. Ground those legs. Right down. Feet, you see how active those feet are? See how active the spine is. Pelvic floor. Navel. Throat. Have you heard of bandhas? And a good way to remember that is sometimes they're called binds. Bandhas, bind in the body, locks in the body, pelvic floor, navel, neck, throat. When you activate all three, we have a nice tall spine. Okay, we're gonna do the other twist. So let's bend the left leg. You can keep it like that, or cross, come on, around. Be tall, and then exhale, turn. And let's add that, that cross. Grab the big toe. I kind of, I call it the hammock. Swing the hammock. Okay, let's put that down, return back to staff. I'm gonna move into some bending. Here's some forward bending. And we'll start with star. I like to sit up and at the edge. So let's do this. Start with your butterfly. You know your butterfly, you've got your feet in, usually pretty close. In star, you want to go out at least one more foot's distance, and you can experiment. Sit forward and you're gonna feel a shift. Stretch is gonna come through the sides of the knees, those connective tissues. Okay, so have a few breaths there. Let yourself surrender as you breathe. Good. Now, the stretches I want to do next are actually going to be on the knees, kneeling. So if you need to, I don't know, just go ahead and throw a blanket under you, under the knee. You're going to put the right knee down, or left knee down. Step forward, right? Give me a couple, I mean, this should be pretty warmed up already, but maybe back, okay? We're gonna do both versions here, both the forward and the back. The forward version is just any lunge. Maybe I like to use a block. Maybe I can get deeper. All right, but come inside that knee. Bring it back to your breath and surrender. Good, and then I want to do the back version as well. So it could look like this, or if you want to kind of creep out and make it more splits-like, all right? It's called Hanumanasana, after the Hanuman, the figure in Indian traditions, the monkey god, the monkey deity. That's what it's named after. Something feels tight, you can give it some soothing movement. Okay, press into that. Let's bring that in. And I just want to do the other side. Okay, step forward. And then choose. Maybe one side is different than the other. Okay, and then let's choose the hamstring stretch version. You can just push the hips back as the simplest version. You know, at home, I'm betting a lot of people have rugs under. You know, having the knee down on a standard mat on a hard floor can be really hard. Don't think that you have to suffer and figure that out. Add some padding anytime you need to, okay? The mat that I use by default is one that's it's a little denser than the average mat, and so I have a tendency to forget, because it's a good cushion, that the standard mats let a lot of that hardness through. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna just go ahead, put the mat behind us and come onto the back. Real easy today. You know what I want to do? Let's prepare before we go back. Take your blanket, and it's going to be different for each person, but you might want to give it a little bit of a roll. I want to do one thing before that, though. Just roll back. Hug your right knee in and extend your left leg. All right. Maybe use a little strength, big inner thigh stretch, and then change. It's lazy bicycle, really. Okay, change. Squeeze it in as you kick away. You're pressing into your side abdomen. Good. And then both. All right, so what I wanted to do was a fish. So I'm gonna actually need to come back on up. This goes, you need to be lifted. You need to be lifted. So you gotta find something. Pause if you need to, if this is recorded. Okay. I put this right down the center of my back. Back, not hips. All right. And here's the thing. I just wanna lay over it, and I want my head, there's a rule for this. The top back of your head has to touch. It can't be floating here in space, because you have to be restful. So I know that this height for me, the back top of my head will rest, and then I just open my arms wide, let the legs fall out wide, and enjoy this rather restorative pose where you just drape yourself. And you shouldn't, especially if this is the first time you're doing this, you shouldn't be satisfied with any discomfort. It's important to kind of find what is working for you, even if it's just a tiny lift. And each, person's height is going to dictate what's under as well. The goal is this big heart shoulder opener and a little bit of a back bend. Being a more yin or restorative pose, I'm not afraid to hold that for a bit. Take one more breath here. This is really nice, if we're chair sitting a lot, do things that strengthen and or put the back in the opposite direction a little bit. Very carefully out of this, I like to bring my chin in with strength and then maybe off to the side, okay? Maybe you can just remove that and come back onto your back. And then just maybe a few rounds of feet up, arms up, and hug the knees. Inhale, feet and arms, exhale. I'm taking care at the end of class not to do anything that's super energetic. We did that at the beginning. And then just give a good hug in. I mean, the biggest one you've done. Shoulders and head are grounded. Yoga should be a time of rebalancing. That's the whole system is designed to lead you to peaceful balance, okay? Don't let this time be just another thing that aggravates your nervous system. Why? And let's just, speaking of that, we're gonna spend just a short time here just resting. Maybe you like constructive rest. Feet wide, knees tip in. Make the back comfortable. If you feel warm, put the arms away from the body. If you like the groundedness, you can have one on belly, one on heart. Let your breath be natural, but you can encourage it to be a little bit deeper. This time is for the continued off-ramp energetically. Remember all that energetic stuff we did. This is the counterbalance. If your mind tends to grasp onto things, you can always just kind of reground it. Let's go ahead, turn onto your side for a moment. Take at least one breath there. Sit up. And finish as connected to yourself as you began. Take a moment. Again, it's this Namaskar Mudra. bowing to all people, really. I greet you, I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you again next time. Favorite this class if it was something that resonated, and check out the library for more. See ya.
I'm Sarah, and this is cardio dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
Through the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer.
My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world. We're going to do it again.